This is a breaking news story from BoilingFrogsPost.com. Welcome. This is James Corbett of CorbettReport.com coming to you on the 11th of December 2011, and today I'm talking to Nizar Nayouf, an ex-Syrian journalist who has been living and working in London recently, but who in the past was in prison for 10 years for daring to speak out against the Syrian government. And so, Nizar, it's great to have you on the program today. Thank you for joining us. And as I understand, we have a developing news story at the moment, as it seems that foreign military forces are amassing on the Jordanian border near Syria. So what information can you give us about this story?
Welcome. Thank you so much for receiving me to your program. In fact, this has suddenly I received information from Jordan, from many sources, Jordanian sources, inside Jordan and out in the United Kingdom. The first information I received about it was about foreign or stranger, something like that, moving between some villages, Jordanian villages near the Syrian border. I have a lot of friends in Jordan for many years ago, and I can depend on them to correct the information. The information I received to say there are many hundreds of troops. They are not Jordanian, not Arab. They are speaking language which wasn't clear to my source. He understood maybe it is French or English. He was far from the area relatively. And it seems they were looking for a suitable place to make something. In fact, this is what I discovered afternoon today, because afternoon I received another information to say they decided to make something like command center in the village of Al-Husha. It is near Al-Mafraq, about 5 kilometers, not more. You know, Al-Mafraq, it is near about 10 kilometers only from the Syrian border. And other source, who is a technician working for the Jordanian airplanes in London, the office of the Jordanian airplanes in London, told me that last Thursday or Friday at night, the airbase of Prince Hassan in Jordan, in the same area, about 100 kilometers from Al-Mafraq city, received an American plane coming from Iraq. Of course, military plane. We know that the military, the American troops left the air base of Ain al-Assad in al-Iraq on that day, on Thursday. That means they came to Jordan. In fact, this evening, another friend in Jordan told me this information right. Now we can say the troops who were moving near the Syrian border are American, not from other nationality. Now it is sure they are American, but we don't know what they want to do. Till now, there is no details, but something strange or something can call our attention took place this morning, early this morning. For example, it was struggle between the Syrian army and an unarmed group at the border directly this morning. We don't know if this group came from Jordan or it was inside Syria, but it was at the border exactly. That means, as I can estimate that this group came from Jordan to make to get information or something like that, or to examine the preparedness of the Syrian army or something like that. But we have to wait, I think, 1 or 2 days to understand what exactly is happening there. Because according to my friend in north of Jordan, no one, civilian people cannot go to this area now.
Mr. Nayouf, so I understand that also that the Jordanian media in the last few days has been reporting on Western diplomats that have been asking Jordan for permission to set up electronic surveillance in that area. Can you tell us about that story?
Yes, sorry, you are right. Last week, I think on the 6th of this month, some websites in Jordan, such as information cannot be published without a green light from the government. We are not living in the United States or in Europe. We are in the Middle East, so you cannot publish such as information without a green light. The websites published that the king of Jordan, King Abdullah, are exactly this is what was published. Western official, we don't know, American or European or something like that, asked King Abdullah to establish something like a spy station, electronic spy station near the Syrian border to make contacts with Syrian military officers and trying to let them escape or make a coup or something like that. But according to the websites, in fact, what was published leaked by the Syrian government, by the Jordanian government, just to not to make any problem with the Syrian government now. But the king of Jordan refused that. We cannot correct this information because it comes from the palace, the Jordanian palace. We don't know if it is right, but I think it is correct. Yeah.
And finally, I understand that your sources are also indicating that there is some attempt to build some sort of camp for Syrian refugees in Jordan at the moment. Can you tell us anything about that?
It is sure. And this evening, Lebanese television broadcasted films about that. Now the camp. Really, we have been surprised because we didn't know that the government, the Jordanian government, started to build this camp. Suddenly, we saw the photos, the films about that. Now, this information is correct. According to the film I watched in this evening on Lebanese television, the camp is ready to receive refugees. When they did that, we don't know. Suddenly we saw that. It is like what has happened in Turkey, exactly. And I think till now, I don't think they will make military attack on Syria, but I think they are preparing themselves for something, if not military, maybe security action or something like that. I don't know.
Or a surveillance action of some
your
sort.
country well better than me.
Well, extremely interesting and extremely worrying developments along a very highly sensitive area right now along that Syrian border. So thank you so much for that information, and thank you for your time today.
No, at all. It is my duty toward the media and your customers.
For more information on this developing story, please go to boilingfrogspost.com.